All right, y'all, we are back again for another video. So let's jump right into it. Um, for those of you who don't know, this is my Planners Anonymous melody. I love Planners Anonymous so much. Um, they don't really have, anything there that I don't like. Like it all, but can't really use it all. But so, and here is Planner Perfect, and my little cross from Meg Tipton from Black Mountain Faith. And this page right here is things that I need to work on for my own personality improvements. And this is just an old book from Planner Perfect that I never started journaling in. I created it. I made it like, junk journal, scrapbook type thing, but I started filling it out, and as you can see, that's where I stopped. I really am in no hurry to fill this book out. I'm really not, but I realize the day is going to come when I'm going to fill this book up. And the question is, what am I going to do with it when it's done? I'm going to pull the book out, and I'm going to save the cover and use the cover as a tip-in. I mean, really, what else? Because once I write in it, I don't go back and reread, And if there's anything in here that is like, wow, that's such a pretty sticker, I really don't want to lose, the stuff that I made. All I have to do is just tear that page out. That is gorgeous. Tear that page out and use that as a tip-in, That's what I would do. So that way that takes the fear out of, using it, and then be like, man, I'm done with this book and I don't want to trash it, But that's how it's looking. But it is a beautiful little book. It really is. And this one right here is my dollar store journal that I keep in here. This definitely gets trashed when I'm done. Unless I see a page in here that I'm like, I really like the sticker, but for the most part, now I will cut this out and make this a tip-in. How could I get rid of that? Not interested in the back. This is also from Planner Perfect as well, and I don't know if I'm gonna buy this for the year 2026. I probably will. I always say I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do this, but you know what? I'm most likely I am. So I'll pull this off, use this as a tip-in, and keep that. But all of this stuff I will not need to save. So here we are with the plan with me for the month of August. I really like how I painted that. I don't know why I took so much time with it. All right, so there's April, and I mean, this is good to look back on to see what I went through, what I was going through. I really like this. So something like this, I would definitely tear this out and then glue it down in another book, because I don't care about all of this. All right, so there's June. Love the glitter. I loved how this turned out. It's so vibrant. And there's July. So we did all of this. All of that is done, and I got my blood work. My results came back. Oh, let me make sure that you can see. Okay, so my blood work results came back, and it was 0 for the CRT, and that is definitely, a happy thing. No calcium buildup or anything was on my, um, let me see, on my lungs. I was supposed to change this out. This pen, if you like bold ink, this is the 1.6 Velocity, one of my favorites, next to the, what do you call it, Papermate Profile.
You filming?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pam. Or wherever it works.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it as soon as I get done filming. I made some brownies if you want some. They're keto brownies. They're not sweet enough for me, but you're welcome to try it.
They're not what?
Sweet enough. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to go to the, what was it? What was the blood work results? And it was happy, very happy, because overall improvement. And this is from Quest, and this is overall improvement. So I'm happy about that. So I got that on the 30th, and I shared it with you guys. And by the way, thank you all for your support. I appreciate it so much. Every friggin' kind word, every gentle word, every tender word lights me up like you would not believe. And it's not that I'm needy, but it's just that I'm an old thing. I'm an old gal, you know. And when the older you get, the more you appreciate certain things. All right, so this was July, and we all went through this. I was brainstorming whether or not I was going to continue the keto lifestyle. Let's see here. Okay, this is where I was going to journal, and this is what I want to do. That I'm gonna think of, but I need to change this out. We're gonna deal with this right this second. I need my thingies, and there's a pink one, but we don't want pink. Let's do that. All right, so what I'm gonna do real quick, we're gonna do it together. You ain't got nothing else to do. Don't sit there and lie and say you got something to do, because you don't. I love doing that to y'all. You ain't got nothing to do. Just sit here and be patient and hang out with me. You ain't got nothing to do. That is not authentic, by the way. That is somebody I knew from my past that would say that. And it was so funny, because she just had everybody's life down packed. All right, so let me pull this back a little bit. Oops. So, but yeah, let me put this on here. So y'all might have heard that little conversation right there, because I did not pause the recorder. My husband came in my bedroom, and to apologize. He was pretty harsh with me earlier. And my attitude, y'all, is against thee only have thee sinned. So you can say what you want, but it's not hurting my feelings. But you are, when you get a certain way, you're not in line with God, and then you're going to have to go and ask for forgiveness. And if you take it for granted, God is not mocked. He won't be played. Don't think you can sin and do wrong and then say, I ain't worried about it. God will forgive me, because he don't play like that. you'll find yourself in a really bad situation. And see, y'all, I don't have to fight my battles. In my walk with Christ, I never have to fight my battles because he always makes a way and he avenges me and he fights for me. Every single person that I know of that really hurt me in my life, all paid for it. God is faithful and he is good. And the closer you get to him, I can't reiterate this enough, the more you see him show up for you. All you got to do is stay in your lane and don't and take the high road. That's one thing I praise God for is Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama taught me early on to take that high road, get in the habit of taking the high road, and watch, and then just sit back and just watch Jesus work things out for you. Just watch, and you'll get to a point where I ain't gonna let you cause me to say something that I gotta say I'm sorry for later, because it is too close to the end for me to be having unnecessary stuff on my ledger. You know what I mean? You can go ahead, but not me. You know, I take my faith walk very seriously, and I ain't perfect. I got my own stuff that I got to deal with, you know, but for someone else to come into my space, I won't have it, you know. I'm all about peace, but I know I need to stay within a certain bound, because I know how I can get. I know my past history. I know how I can get. So I got to stay in tune and in line with Christ. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all witnessed that. I did not pause, and I'm not editing out. I don't know how much y'all heard, but he came in and apologized. I said, we'll talk about it later. You know, we'll talk about it when I'm done with this. This is real life, y'all. If y'all think my life is perfect, y'all are far from of correct, because I'm not. I am not. I have my isms and schisms, and like I told y'all before, stay around for my devotionals of Mr. and Mrs. I've been married for 25 years. It will be 25 years, October the 6th. And I will be 57 years old, September 3rd. So, with that being said, y'all, I got history. So, here we go with the lights going out. So, let me get into this real quick. So, what I wanted to write about was that blood work, that I was grateful to Jesus. Oh my gosh, to Jesus, because he made it possible. He made it all happen. Forget making it possible. He made it all happen for me with improved blood work. You guys know, and for those of you who don't know, I gave up on myself, and you know, I went from, you know, maintaining a weight, and then all of a sudden, I just skyrocketed to 206 pounds. I've never been that heavy. Even when I was pregnant, I wasn't that heavy, you know, and I just got to that place where I just don't care anymore. I was sitting on the dock of the bay, just watching the tide roll away. I was literally I just want Jesus to come. I just want to, you know, leave. I just don't want to be here. And I'm like, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of struggling to fight, to stay in the fight. And I just gave up, and I ate what I wanted to eat when I wanted to eat. And then my knees blew out on me. I needed to have knee surgery. You guys, some of you guys who know about that. So if you're eating and you're not walking and you're not exercising and you're just eating whatever you want, honey, and you and you're an old menopausal thing with thyroid disease, oh my gosh, you are just adding fuel to your fire. Oh my gosh. And that was what I did. So It wasn't that I hit rock bottom. It was just Jesus. I just kept pleading his blood over my health, over my mind, over the strongholds of my mind, all of the past hurts and all of, the constant disappointments, just constant disappointments. You keep getting disappointed so much, so much, so much, so much that you get to a place in your life where you have no expectations because you're used to everything being a constant disappointment. You're used to everything not working out the way that you truly want it to work out. You're used to always compromising and settling, and then you start pleading the blood of Jesus over every single friggin' aspect of your life, and you start surrendering your all to him. And I mean, literally, like, I got nothing left. And then all of a sudden, it's like, bam, things begin to change. Some things took a long time. Some things took a short amount of time. And it's like, where in the heck, what's going on? You just start thinking, and then, so that's why I got up to 206 pounds in the first daggone place, So when I say that I am grateful that he made it all happen, I mean that. I take credit for nothing at all. Okay, so number 2 that I want to really focus on is improving all that I'm doing, improving myself. Now, wait a minute. I'm improving myself for myself. That's the key thing right here. I'm improving myself for myself. Now, do I mean this literally? No. What I mean is Jesus is improving me. He's empowering me, and he's giving me that purpose-driven mind to do what I need to do, to honor him, to glorify him, all for my good. But I'm saying this like, improving myself through the power of Jesus Christ, my Savior. I am improving myself for myself, not for anybody else in this world. Not one person, and I mean that literally, am I improving myself for, except for myself. And I mean that. That's how it is. That's how it is. Okay, so now here we are in August, and oh, I forgot to do the weigh-in thing that was on here. I weighed myself somewhere along here. I think it was the 28th. I weighed myself, but I was doing it first on Thursday. So I'm just going to go right down here. And we went from 184 to 182. So I love that sticker right there. So 182. So we were going down. All right, so I am probably not going to weigh myself this week because I'm trying to weigh myself every other week, but I find that I'm still weighing myself every week. So we've got one doctor's appointment, and that's all the way at the end of this month, and that is my new doctor, Dr. Starr, and he's getting copies of all of my blood work and everything. I have nothing planned for the month of August. Nothing. But when I do, I will let y'all know. And as you know, I messed this up, so this was a complete flop. But I just want to continue with my YouTube channel. I want to continue for it to grow. And by the way, Tony, if you're watching, thank you. And I can't thank you too much because I'll start to tear up. I'll start to cry. But thank you for mentioning me on your channel. Thank you for trying to help my channel grow with all your support. Thank you for being genuine with me. I appreciate you more than you know. Tony, listen to me. There have been days where I had been sad. And I have had, you know, my sisters in Christ just all of a sudden just come and say something powerful and profound, like Tawana, Cherie, you know, Vicky, you know, and it's just out of the blue, you know, and they'll just come and say the right thing at the right time. And I know it ain't nobody but God. But Tony, there's been several of your messages, your comments that just, I don't know, it just would literally melt my heart, you know, like, wow, he noticed that, you know, and it just shocked me every time, you know, because like I said, you know, I really don't do anything to promote my channel. I just let God give the increase, because then when God give it, you know it's solid, right? But it's like, you know, your kindness, your warmth, and your tenderness, it's appreciated, it's received, and I reciprocate that back to you, because I know that we have a lot in common. I know we both have been through a lot of the same things in life. And yes, I would love to just sit down with you and have this intense conversation and just lift each other up and just testify about what we've been through and just give God the glory for it, and just immerse in it, like that need to expel, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. So I want you to know that I appreciate you more than you could ever know. You'll never know. You will never know. You just won't. You just don't know how much your support means. Okay, so anyway, moving on. I really don't want to move on, but I'm going to move on. I don't have anything planned for August, but except for the 28th. So on the 28th, that means, you know what that means, y'all. That means, I'm going to write it right here just so that y'all can see it. We're going back to Hobby Lobby. Now, who in the heck is this? Y'all, I can't stand. This is a residential area, right? And I can't stand when somebody is out there with their friggin' bass. Boom, 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 boom. That, you just don't do that in a residential area. That's so disrespectful, and it's driving me friggin' batty. So I'm gonna pause the video and go and see what is going on, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. Whoever they were, they're gone now, and that's all I want. Just be gone. All right, so you know I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby. Matter of fact, if you want to know a secret, I already made another order, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to share it with you because you've already seen it. It's just 2 sticker books and some candles. That's it. That's all it is. You know, what? God, dog, get that freaking noise again. All right, so I'm going to go to the Hobby Lobby again, and I'm going to take y'all with me when I go to my doctor's appointment. And we'll probably do TJ Maxx. And I was hoping maybe we can do Five Below, because I didn't go to Five Below the last time. And I really want to go into the home goods store. If you guys have, in the comment section, if you've ever been to a home goods store, can you please tell me, did you like it? Did they have a nice selection? What was the prices like? You know, and what other store does home goods store remind you of? Okay, so right here is where I want to talk about my goals. This is what I want to write down for, and we're going to put this right here. Sorry, y'all. Oh, that was a weird sneeze. Woo! Oh my gosh. All right. So we're going to put goal. Oh, that is irritating me so much. We're going to put goals. And then we're going to draw this on there. I mean, where did they go? They must be in the neighborhood or across the way. I'm surprised y'all can't hear it. I mean, it's just boom, boom, boom. All right, I gotta go check because this is getting on my nerves. Hold on. All right, so here we go. So these are gonna be goals. And what are my goals for the month, the first 2 weeks of August? Because you know this is the second 2 weeks. Let me see, where is it? Okay, so this is the first week, the second week, the third week, and the fourth week. So for my first week in August, which is now, this is what my goals are. My goal is a revised egg fast. Okay, that is easier on the liver. Okay, and I'm wanting to focus on cleaner keto meals. And this means red meat. We want to keep that to an absolute minimum. And oils. And I'm talking about butter and coconut oil. I want to keep those to an absolute minimum because these are all of things that are going to be what I call supportive to the liver, you know, easy on the liver. So I'm going to put right here, this is easy on my liver. And these are things that I'm going to really focus in on. I'm not looking for this book to be neat, okay? I'm not looking for everything to be nicey. I just need to get this information on here because this book will be trashed. Okay, so this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And other than that, I don't really have a lot that I'm focusing on this first week, other than the revised egg fast, the healthier choices. I do want to, now I know this has nothing to do with keto, but I'm going to put this in a box right here. I want to, let's just say I'm going to have a talk with my husband. I'm going to have to go deeper. And how they say, make the devil a liar. All right. Let's see. I have to have a deeper talk with Hubs, and it's like something's got to give, you know. And Jesus is the only one that can make that happen, and I will wait on him. All right. So we are at 5%. I can either charge this up or get the heck out of here. All right. So we're going to have a deeper talk with Hubs, and we're just going to continue to plead the blood. And wait on the Lord. And I apologize. That is so super sloppy. And right here it says, I wonder how dark this is. It says to do. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know what I'm going to put here yet, but we'll go over this at a later date because I need a new cell phone and I'm tired of my battery always dying like it. This is just so simple. Oh, gosh. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and charge this phone up and go relax. I'm going to watch me a movie that I rented, and I'm going to chill out. And if you want to know what the movie is, just ask me in the comments, and I'll tell you. All right, y'all. So that's it for what my goals are for the first week of this month. And I'm going to take y'all with me when I go to the doctor's office like we did before, and we're going to go to some stores and maybe some different stores, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.